What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today we are talking about The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. I was excited about this book after reading The Night Circus. If you saw my review for that, you'll know that The Night Circus wasn't everything I was wanting. It was a little bit too twisty, a little bit too surreal, so I was kind of tempering my expectations with The Starless Sea, because The Starless Sea is very twisty and very surreal. It really reminded me of Alice in Wonderland, which I do think it was heavily inspired by. This whole story is kind of about stories within stories, looking for what is known as the Starless Sea, people who are falling in and out of time, people falling in love, like fate and destiny. There were a lot of different things at play here, and it was somewhat focused in on this one character named Zachary, and him, he kind of missed his chance to find the Starless Sea, but his story is still going. Is he ever going to find it, kind of thing? And then throughout that, we would switch to other stories within stories, or then maybe people that he's meeting and their stories are ongoing and all that kind of stuff. It was very surreal, and it was kind of a lot to keep track of. I did listen to this book. I also listened to The Night Circus, and it really just wasn't what I was looking for. I liked it, but it was just a little bit too weird and a little bit too confusing. I liked some aspects of this book more than others. I really liked the story about the fate in time falling in love, or maybe it was the moon in time falling in love, and they had to, hide away from the stars. And I loved the story of Eleanor and Simon and how they kept falling out of time, and then they were lost in time and trying to find each other again. I think Erin Morgenstern does romance really well, and I love the surreal way she does romance. It's really interesting. I would love to see what she could do with Ray and Ben World Between Worlds type of thing. But then whenever we would switch to the normal story or modern day stuff, it was just a little bit too surreal for me, and I just couldn't get into it, or it would just take me out of it. I wish it could have been more stripped down. There is a lot going on here, which just made it hard to follow, in my opinion. If you are a fan of The Night Circus, I do think there is a lot in this book to enjoy. Just like that, I think that it's better to read and really take your time with, whereas I was listening to it, and so sometimes, my attention would waver or any of that kind of stuff, because her books are really ones where you have to think about it, and there's a lot going on, and you kind of have to mull over it, and she's giving you a lot of metaphors, she's giving you a lot of things to look at and just ponder over a lot of different ideas. So it was kind of interesting in that regard. I'm still interested to see what she's gonna write in the future, but for now I am giving this book a C+. It just wasn't my favorite. I wish it could have been more stripped down. I wish it could have been more focused in on certain things instead of telling so many stories, because there was just so much going on, and it was just kind of a lot to take in all at once. So C+ for me. I don't really know if I would recommend it. I definitely would recommend The Night Circus, but when it comes to The Starless Sea, I definitely think you have to be in the right mood for it. You have to be in the right headspace for it. Otherwise, it's just gonna be kind of a lot. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe so you can talk books with me every week. That is everything got for today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!